Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François, and I will be your host for the next little bit. This is Mack Flash Trivia live. Good evening, good Friday, and hello, everybody. How are you? Good. You're good. Good over there, Dave. Good. Excellent. Perfect. Thank you. I'm well, thank you very much. Doing great. Had a great week. A lot of productions happening over here at Mack Flash Studios. Lots of trivia coming this weekend, but more about that later. Let's get to the trivia that we have coming at us right now. And we are talking about, of course, tonight's trivia. Now, what do we have for you tonight? Well, it's 3 rounds with 10 questions, followed by a 15-question speed round after each. Keep track of your answers with your preferred method, whether that is using the official sheet in the description below, a piece of paper and a pen, word processor, whatever method you have. Do not answer in the chat or comments. Thank you for remembering that, and we'll remind anyone who does it by accident, of course. No phones or web searches to give yourself an added challenge. And the answers will be revealed at the end of every round for you to tally your scores and figure out how well you did. Most importantly, we're here to have some drinks, have some fun, have some trivia. If everybody's ready to go, I don't see any reason why we should hold back. And let's get started with round number 1. It goes like this. In what 2013 movie does Brad Pitt play a former employee of the United Nations? All right, well, let's start the shout-outs right there with all sorts of fun people. Past the Moira Rose is here. The Naughty Hooker. His team at Let It Ride. The Glory Holes. The Gloggolies. Covideo killed the radio star. The Butlers. We've got Miley Ray Virus. Good job. Nice name, Miley Ray Virus. More names after this. Question number 2. Moby Dick is just the first part of this novel's full title. What is the second part? Who else we got coming in? Codename Duchess is here. Neil is in the house ready to kick all of your butts with his awesome scores. Who else we got? Jojo Binks, Quizzed My Pants, Justice for Don Lewis, the Sailors, and the Con Men. Welcome all of you to the show tonight. This is only the beginning. Let's take a look at question number 3, and it goes a little something like this. Debuting in 2008, what was the name of Lady Gaga's first album? Debuting in 2008, what was the name of Lady Gaga's first album? Thank you very much to the St. Clair College SRC, or Student Representative Council, for their support tonight and all week. The SRC provides a vast array of services and programs to students at the college to make their college life more interesting and more productive. You can always take part as part of the council or simply take part in the activities that they put on. So thank you very much to the St. Clair College SRC for helping us out once again. Your support is very much appreciated. Let's take a look at question number 4. What do the Enola Gay, the Southern Cross, and the Spruce Goose have in common? Looking for what these three things, the Enola Gay, the Southern Cross, and the Spruce Goose, all have in common. Coming up, we've got question number 5, your first audio clip of the night. So give a good listen and let's take a look at what this first audio clip is. It is a mashup, as they tend to be. A mashup is when two or more songs are fused together to make a brand new song, usually using the lyrics of one and the music of the other. In this one, I want you to listen and tell me what two bands you can hear in this mashup. If you're ready, it goes something like this.
I'm tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes, every step that I take is another mistake to you.
And once again, we're looking for the two bands used in this mashup, two bands or artists. Question number 6 follows that up with the following. Although it is China's national fruit, as it is native to that country, they are not a major producer of the Chinese gooseberry, more commonly known as what? So although it is China's national fruit, as it is that fruit is native to China, they are not a major producer of the Chinese gooseberry, more commonly known as what? Thanks to everybody in the chat for making it lively around here. It feels like I'm actually standing in front of an audience, and it's great. If you're looking to participate in the chat and it's telling you need to subscribe, it's actually not as hard as it seems. You can just sign up using usually your Google account or Gmail account. Should be nice and easy, and then you'll be able to participate in the side chat as well, which can be a lot of fun. Plus, it could be surprising at times. More on that later. Here comes round 1, question number 7. What was the name of Woody's horse in Toy Story 2? Question number 8 comes up after that with the following question. In which Jane Austen novel would you find the Bennet family? A couple of shout outs here. Shout out to Trixie and Katya. The Stews, COVID-19, way to go, way to be here as well. Erica, I wish we could do this at the bar as well. And hello, Mose Isley. Trapped inside Mose Isley. Shout out to Darren from Ron. And there you have it. Question number 9. Gerard Way was the lead singer of what American rock band from 2001 to 2013? A big thank you to Bruce Grass of Grass Landscaping, who specializes in landscape design and build for any size job. They also do property maintenance and spring and fall cleanups. So remember, if it's not grass, just say pass. Thank you to Bruce for your support, your continued support. Look forward to seeing you a little more. Question number 10 comes up as your last question of round number 1 before we head into our first speed round. And it's a pretty good one, I have to say. But let's take a look first at this one. These are all clips taken from what band's various music videos? Well, how apropos is this? I just got on the chat a shout out to Craft Heads Brewing Company. They say, we are enjoying some Bluesberry Blonde delivered to our home. Thanks for the recommendation, Francois. Well, you're very welcome. I don't know where you would have gotten the idea that I like Craft Heads Brewing Company beer. It is a little known fact. You are completely right, though. I'm a big fan, and it turns out the Bluesberry Blonde is my favorite beer. Well, it's kind of gotten dethroned by the sour peach, but you know what? When you have so many beers on tap, it's hard to pick a favorite. You know, it's like your children. You shouldn't. So thank you very much, Craft Heads Brewery, for helping us out tonight, and cheers to you and to you all out there. Oh, that's good. Well, we got ourselves round 1 over, so it's time for the first speed round. It's the first picture round, and we are talking about Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo. Come back, Joey. It is a round all on people named Joe, Joseph, and even Joey. There's 15 of them coming up from all walks of life. Name the famous Joe, Joseph, or Joey in these pictures. If you're ready, it goes like this. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of round one, pictures and all. Thank you so much for playing along, and don't forget to stick around. We got 2 more rounds left to go after this. Don't forget during the break to refresh yourself, stretch out those legs, and maybe even hit the like button while you're just kind of farting around and waiting. We get the answers coming up in just a little bit, so at this point you want to make sure you've got your answers all locked in on your sheet. Maybe trade with someone else, or just get ready to mark yourself for this points. Let's take a look at what we've got on the answer side of things. Taking a look at the point value of this round, we've got 1 point for most of these, except for number 5, where we were looking for Linkin Park and Pharrell Williams for 1 point each. And that would be it. The entire round is out of 11. The Chinese gooseberry is another name for the kiwi fruit, or the kiwi. And it is native to northern China, but they are not a major producer of it. And no, New Zealand is not the top producer either. I believe they might be third. Definitely sure that was not Panic at the Disco. It was definitely Linkin Park. It was Numb by Linkin Park. Neil, you are prescient, and you should use that in the game and not just naming your team. And there you have it. Those were your answers. Take your time right now to tally your scores and share them in the chat with us. We are curious to find out what your team got. We'll be tallying those for the next minute or so, letting them scroll by, giving you a chance to maybe go to the fridge, go outside, do whatever you need to do, and come back in 1 minute for round number 2 with 10 more questions and another speed round. We'll be right back. Joey Jojo and the Shabadoos with 10. Gay for Mole Man, we got 17. 13 for Quiz My Pants. 20 on for Team Even Grandmas on Zoom. Asses in Space, welcome to the game. 15 points. And a shout out to you. Ron got 16. 22 for COVID Con Men. Oh, a bit of a tougher round. Let It Ride got 24. All right, way to go. Adam, that's quite all right. You'll do better on the next one. Duchess got 23. The Naughty Hookers with 24. 14 for the Workin' From Homies. Virtual Contact Trivia, 23 out of 26. 23 for Klaus. 12 for Past the Moira Rosé. Glory Holes, 20. All right, we'll be back in just a few seconds with round number 2. Get yourselves ready. There's a few more. We've got some shout outs. Thank you, Ruth and Ruthabel. I'll check that out for sure. Cadillac Coffins. Anthony from Michigan. Hey, thank you, Anthony. 18 points. Allison, 20. Brentley wants to send a shout out to Alicia, Katrina, and Samantha. Barry with 15. Windsor to, I don't know what that means. 19 points. Big Brown and Sidekick, 19. Alabama Slammers, 23. Hello and hello. And hello to everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It warms my heart. Warms my heart to have so many people playing along. Hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're just joining us now, all we're doing is playing along to this trivia. You just write down your answers yourself on a piece of paper at home. Keep track of the correct answers, and at the end, we just all share the scores together. And it's kind of a just fun spirit trivia, bragging rights until next time. So thank you so much for joining me here, and let's get going with round 2 of trivia, if everybody is ready. It goes a little something like ceci. Who wrote the 1988 book, A Brief History of Time? Question number 2 follows that up. It is round 2, question 2, your lucky question of the round, and it wants to know this. What fruit grows in groups called hands? What fruit grows in groups called hands? Coming in at question number 3 for round number 2, we've got the following. What 1990s video game film adaptation starred Bob Hoskins and Dennis Hopper? Looking for the 90s video game film adaptation that starred Bob Hoskins and Dennis Hopper. Question number 4 comes up on the screen now. To what Canadian author would you attribute The Paper Bag Princess and Love You Forever? Question number 5 is here, and it is your next audio clip of the night. So give a good listen, and let's take a look at what category it is. It's your backwards clip of the night. You're going to be, that is not true. The lyrics have not been removed. If anything, they've been altered to play backwards, and the music as well. I know, not as tricky as it sounds. It was actually quite easy to do, but I'll tell you all about that later. This is a backwards clip, so ignore the bottom portion and tell me what song is heard here backwards. Once again, we wanted to know what song did you just hear backwards, looking for the song that you just heard playing backwards. Coming in at question number 6, we want to know who joined Beyonce on her 2007 hit Beautiful Liar. Well, in this case, we were just looking in the last question. Sorry, Barry, I just saw your tag, your message there. We're just looking for the song, but if you want to give yourself the additional challenge at home with your friends, make sure you do add some additional details, such as the band. Here comes question number 7 in just a little bit, but first I want to thank Carrie Deslip of Above and Beyond Massage Therapy Clinic. They are the Windsor's award-winning clinic with 6 registered massage therapists to help you with your aches and pains, offering such techniques as Medicupping, Thai yoga massages, bamboo fusion, and myofascial release. Make sure you do check them out on Facebook as Above and Beyond Massage Therapy, or check out their website at abmassage.ca. That's abmassage.ca. Thank you very much, Carrie and your gang, for helping us out again tonight. Let's take a look at question number 7. What is the only even prime number? Here's a math question for you. What is the only even prime number? Question number 8 comes up on the screen and wants to know the following. As of 2014, India supplies 65% of the overseas market for what type of rice? Another food question for you. As of 2014, India supplies 65% of the overseas market for what type of rice? Question number 9 follows that up with this. Mad Max Fury Road took cinemas by storm in 2015. What was the name of the previous installment? People in the chat bringing up food trivia. We do have a food trivia special that we do when it is when we are able to go out. If I'm able to get out in the bars and stuff, I love to do tidbits and trifles, and I think maybe just for something different, might be able to bring you something about that in the near future. But we do also have a quickie coming up, all about celebrity chefs. There he is. I was waiting for Mike to chime in on that one, but I knew that he'd be not too far behind me. A celebrity chef one, and I have to say, I did not write it. I saw it, and when I did the picture round, I didn't do the questions yet, but I did the picture round. I got 15 out of 15 without like breaking a sweat. maybe one I stuttered on, but I got it in the end. So celebrity chefs coming soon, and maybe a full-scale food trivia as a special on the weekends. All sorts of stuff on the channel. Make sure you do take a look around. I was taking a look today, and it took like 2 scrolls to get through the entire screen. So, we're on our way. We've got a good selection. Let's take a look at question number 10. It is a rebus puzzle. It is your puzzle question of the night for round number 2. And a rebus is a visual representation of a common expression or saying. For example, here you've got forgive and forget. If you get that, you will have a good chance at getting the one on the next screen. So let's take a look at what that actually happens to be today. Solve this rebus puzzle. Well, there you have it. That is the end of the regular round. For round number 2, you've got another speed round coming up very soon. And as I was saying before, we've got all sorts of stuff coming up over the weekend. And we've got an extra big weekend, more than usual, happening with our 2 Saturday morning double features. We got Dr. Seuss and X-Men comics tomorrow morning. We call it morning. It's at noon. Such is the life of trivia, people. Morning is noon. And then we've got our sports coming up on Sundays at 12 and 12:30, and that is the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. So 4 of them there, and it's WrestleMania weekend, so we are offering you a 2-part WrestleMania trivia with 1 quickie on Saturday and 1 quickie on Sunday, both of them at 4 o'clock, and they're all on our channel, so make sure you do subscribe to get the notifications as to when these shows are about to begin. You'll get a quick little message saying, hey, this starts soon, and then you won't miss a single one. Lots more coming up, and more announcements coming up throughout the show. Let's get moving with round 2 speed round. And what do I have for you today? This song's got brackets. You know, when songs sometimes they have these brackets, and sometimes that's the main part of the song, sometimes it's the obscure part of the song. Regardless, what I want you to do is fill in the blanks to complete the bracket portion of each song title. Of course, I've given you the artist that goes along with it as a hint, and I've given you the rest of the title. So all you need to do is fill in the bracket for these 15 songs. You've got 25 seconds per, and it starts with this one. Just a quick reminder not to answer in the chat or the comments. Make sure you keep your answers to yourself, keep track of them, and at the end we'll reveal the correct answers so that you can mark your own sheets. And there you have it. That is the end of the round for round 2 with your music speed round included. I think I put a lot of big hits in there, and I don't think that was too hard. Hopefully, you and your team were able to come up with the answers properly for those blanks. All you needed to do was fill in the brackets in those songs. Well, we're going to take a short break right now, and we'll be back with round number 3 in just a little bit. I have got your answers coming up. Don't forget during the break to take some time to hit that like button if you haven't done so just yet. If you're sitting in a room with a lot of people and you're watching one television, everybody else grab your devices and log on to Mack Flash, subscribe, and do us all a huge favor so that we can keep bringing you more trivia every day, because that's what we are doing right now. Well, here come your answers. Mark yourselves correctly, and we'll see if there are any 2-pointers in this round. All right, so here we were looking for single points in every question. No complications here, unless you're playing the home game with the extra twists. Then you could have given yourself an extra point for counting crows. But in the official game, when sharing your score in the chat, we're going to take this round out of 10. And don't give yourself 11. Come on. All right, some interesting points are being made in the chat that are fun to bring up, because this is kind of a new exposure for a lot of us. Yeah, if you want to mention someone, you just put the @ symbol before their name, and you'll be able to actually mention them in the chat. Also, a very important point: get your shots ready for round 3, question 3, coming up very soon. It's the shot question of the game. Here are your answers for the bracketed songs from 1 through 5. These are them. A very special shout out goes out to Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Sorry I didn't say hi just yet. I'm talking to Angelica's grandma, of course. My grandma's not watching. Answers 6 through 10 for brackets. And finally, here comes questions or answers 11 through 15 in the brackets category. I'm looking at these. These are all huge hits. A lot of the brackets, fun fact, are almost the name that people remember the most about the song. It's the catchy part of the song. A fun fact about Iran So Far Away is the song was supposed to be called Iran, but at the time that it came out, there was a lot of conflict with that country, and so they thought maybe it'd be better to fill in the title with something else. All right, the scores are starting to come in already with the Mitochondriacs with 21 total on round number 2. 23 goes to the See You Next Tuesdays. We've got Roblox Gamer, thanks for all your participation. 12 out of 15 on the music round. Trixie and Katya, 22 goes to you. Naughty Hookers with 23. Rylan, 18 points. Neil, good show, buddy, 9 points. Jen, way to go, 23 points. 21 for even Grandma's on Zoom. We got 15 for the Sailors. 20 for the Butlers. Let It Ride with 23. Barry Jackson, thanks for playing, 17 points. Mike, COVID Conman, 24. Covideo Kill the Radio Star, 22. Lots of great scores. Sonia, you get 23 with your team. 18, or by yourself, I'm not sure. 18 for Greenwood's Glory Holes. 14 for Brittany. For I Quizzed My Pants 2.0. Gafer Moleman, 22. Duchess with 24. And all sorts of other score. Adam's like, I'm not scoring. I'm not posting my scores. That's hilarious. Well, thank you so much. What else? We got some more scores coming in, so keep an eye on the chat and make sure you do stick around because we've got ourselves one more round left to go. 10 questions and another speed round left. We'll be back in 1 minute exactly with round number 3. Get your shot ready during that time because round 3, question 3 is the shot question of the game. During the break, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Mack Flash channel. We've got all sorts of trivia in the works for the following month and more. You're not going to want to miss it, especially the Friends or Office Quickie. Which one won the poll on our Facebook page? Well, you'll be seeing that one first before the other one. Before we come back, a few more shout-outs going to the for the scores. We got 22 for Klaus, Virtual Contact Trivia 22 as well. 24 in St. Louis, way to go. We got COVID-19 with 20. And what else we got here? Big Brown and Psychic got 20, 23 out of 25 for Error 404, team name not found. Asses in Space, 17 points. And there you have it. That's everybody right there. Once again, a huge thank you to our major sponsor this week, Craft Heads Brewing Company. They've picked up their britches and adapted, as many of us have had to do, and are now offering Brewber, your beer delivery service. You can get yourself beer from Craft Heads Brewing Company, as well as meal kits from all sorts of surrounding businesses that they deal with to bring you complete meals and drinks, and just a fun time party in a box ready to go. So make sure you do check out Craft Heads Brewing Company on Facebook or by email or wherever you can. And thank you very much to Brian and the gang for all of your support. Is everyone ready to go for round number 3? I think it feels right. It feels like we should get this going. So let's get on to round number 3. We got 10 more questions and 1 more speed round. It goes a little something like this at question number 1. In the classic short story by Washington Irving, how long did Rip Van Winkle sleep for? Question number 2 follows that up with the following question. What 90s rock band had hits with Inside Out and Here's to the Night? Question number 3 for round number 3 is the shot question of the game. If that's your thing, get a shot of your favorite drink. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, but you know, that's probably what it should be. Let's get your shot for round 3, question number 3. As always, I've got my lucky shot glass right here. I can never get it to focus. There it is, somewhere around here, and there you go. To you, to me, to all of our healths, and here it is, your shot question. Oh my, that is good. Question 3 goes like this. Which device would you use to determine ocean depth? A fathometer, a depthoscope, or a sextant? Whew. We got question number 4 coming up right about now, and it wants to know this. Mixed herbs with buttermilk and mayonnaise, and sometimes cilantro or scallions, come together to form what creamy dressing? Quick reminder to not answer in the chat or comments. Keep your answers to yourself. Keep track of them on a piece of paper, and we'll be revealing the correct answers at the end. Coming up at question number 5, we've got your next and final audio clip of the night, and it happens to be, in this case, another 8-bit version. We're really digging these. Plus, they don't trigger the copyright cops. So, we're going to keep using these a lot. This is an 8-bit version of what popular 80s song? Give a good listen and see if you can figure it out. Once again, looking for the name of the song that you just heard an 8-bit version of. Question number 6 wants to know, what actors do Total Recall, Casino, and Basic Instinct have in common? Looking for the actress that these 3 movies have in common. Question number 7, in what novel would you find the characters of George Milton and Lenny Small? In what novel would you find the characters of George Milton and Lenny Small? Question number 8 goes a little bit something like this. Let's take a look at the question that goes with that. This band's album, In a World Like This, matched Sade's record of having 9 US top 10 albums. That's right, when they released In a World Like This, they matched Sade's record of having 9 US top 10 albums. What band am I referring to? Question number 9. Say the Earth was created 1 year ago. How long, proportionally, have humans been here? 2 weeks, 3 days, or 4 minutes? So if you pretend that the Earth is 1 year old, how long proportionally have humans been here? 2 weeks, 3 days, or 4 minutes? And finally, question number 10 is here. It is your multimedia question, I believe. Name this movie that this animation is from. And as a bonus extra point, how old is Macaulay Culkin as of 2020? Is he 35, 39, or 43 years old? Name the movie that this scene is from, and how old is Macaulay Culkin as of 2020? Well, there you have it, my friends. That is the end of the regular round for round number 3. It's getting late. My beer is getting low. The music is getting smooth. And we've got one round left to go. Thank you for being here. Thank you to our sponsors. Of course, I mean Robert Dorizio of Dorizio Small Engine Repair. They repair lawn mowers, riding mowers, snow blowers, anything that you have in your shed that works on gas, they can fix it. So do make sure you check out Dorizio Small Appliance, or Small Engine, not Small Appliance, Small Engine Repair. The phone number is in their logo on the slideshow, and you will, of course, find their name on our website tomorrow or tonight for a link to their Facebook page. Thank you, of course, to Craft Heads for helping us out as well. We've got ourselves one more speed round left to go, and that would be this one right here. Let's take a look at what I've got for you at this point. Movie remakes. It was about time we got to the movie part of this little shindig. I will give you the year and the stars of both versions of a movie that's been remade. All you got to do is tell me the title of that movie. There's been a lot of these remakes, so I tried to pick some very popular ones. If you're ready, we've got these 15 coming at you for 25 seconds each. Well, I completely forgot to read number 1, but here's number 2. 1978, Ugo Tognazzi and Michel Serrault. In 1996, it was remade with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane. What movie is this? In number 3, 1990 was a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. In 2012, it was a movie with Colin Farrell. Number 4, it was a 1960 movie with Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Joey Bishop. In 2001, it was remade with George Clooney, Matt Damon, and Andy Garcia. Number 5, it was a 1984 movie with Pat Morita. In 2010, the role was taken over by Jackie Chan. What movie? Number 6, it was a 1933 movie with Fay Wray and Robert Armstrong. In 2005, it was remade with Naomi Watts and Jack Black. Number 7, 1960 movie with Janet Leigh. In 1998, it was remade with Anne Heche. And at number 8, it's a 1969 movie starring John Wayne that was remade in 2010 with Jeff Bridges. Number 9, it was a 2002 movie with Tony Leung and Anthony Wong. In 2006, it was redone with Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon. At number 10, it was a 1968 movie with Charlton Heston. In 2001, it was remade with Mark Wahlberg. Number 11, 1995 with Sylvester Stallone. 2012 with Carl Urban. What movie was that? Followed immediately by number 12, a 1962 movie starring Gregory Peck and Robert Mitchum, remade in 1991 with Nick Nolte and Robert De Niro. At number 13, it's a 1991 movie with Thierry Lhermitte. In 1994, it was redone with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Number 14, it's a 1984 movie starring Kevin Bacon, remade in 2011 with Kenny Wormald. And finally, number 15, it's a 1982 movie with Craig T. Nelson and JoBeth Williams. In 2015, it was redone with Sam Rockwell and Rosemary DeWitt. And there you have it. That is the end of the round, the end of the game as we know it. Hopefully you did all right in this department. Movies always seem to please a certain portion of the crowd very well. So hopefully you enjoyed that and you enjoyed the game tonight. The scores going by seemed pretty cool. We've got the answers coming up in just a little bit. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come back after the answers for a final, very special announcement. You're going to want to make sure you stick around for this one. Let's take a look at your answers for round number 3, starting with this one. And looking at the scores for this round 3, we were looking at single points all the way down, except for number 10, where you would get 1 point for Richie Rich. And Macaulay Culkin is 39 years old in 2020 as of today. So there you go. I'm not saying today's his birthday. I'm saying I checked it today. So there you go. 11 points for round number 3. For number 5, we were simply looking for the name of the song. Here come your answers for the movie remakes. We got 1 through 5 on the screen right now. These are the movie remakes that we were looking for. Questions, answers 6 through 10 are on the screen. And finally, answers 11 through 15. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of the game. Those are your answers. Tally your scores right now and find out who won tonight's game. Make sure you do share your score in the chat. And speaking of which, I've got a very special surprise for you who have been hanging out in the chat tonight. I've got a very exclusive look at one of our very special trivias, and I'm posting it right now. And there you go. I just added it to the chat. You guys have now exclusive access to our Tiger King inspired trivia available to you right now. It's not even posted on our channel yet. No one's going to get to see this until Monday, but because you are here live and watching, that is your reward for watching and sticking around all Friday night with us at Mack Flash Trivia. Enjoy a Tiger King inspired trivia. It's slightly longer than a regular quickie, so you have time to throw it on right now after the show and do that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Craft Heads Brewery for helping us out. Thank you for watching. My name is François. I have been your host, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget, Monday night, 7 o'clock, and check the schedule for all of our weekend releases. Bye-bye.